This book review is a book on Shotokan Karate. There was a time when I was considering throwing myself into that, as well as a couple of other arts. I bought this particular book on Shotokan Karate purely because it was written by David Mitchell. Um, David Mitchell in the karate world, I have no idea who he is. I have no idea if he's ever done anything other than write the book. I just really love the idea of having a karate book written by somebody with the same name as one of my favourite comedy acts. I was desperately disappointed when I found out there wasn't a judo book by Robert Webb. We live in hope. As I say, I got this book because I was seriously considering getting into Shotokan in a big way. I bought the book. It's pretty decent. If you have just started karate, or certainly if you've just started Shotokan, I suppose this would be a pretty decent book to get as an introduction to help you as you start. I would imagine once you've been a few months, this book really doesn't help you anymore. It's quite basic. But then, basic is usually best, to be honest. It's the overly complicated stuff that messes you about. A problem with the book that I have is, one, unless you're training under Ian Abernethy and his way of doing things, I don't really rate karate that highly. I will say, I think if they started teaching karate today the way it's supposed to be taught, by tomorrow morning 90% of the people worldwide would have dropped out. I don't see karate being taught the way it's supposed to be taught. I don't see anybody out there doing karate who really genuinely understands what they're doing when they do kata. I think the majority of people just go through the motions, and it's always interesting to stop someone in the middle of their kata and say, where's the other guy now? What are you doing to him when you do this? When you're doing all this stuff, what are you supposed to be doing? Where is the other guy in relation to you right now? So kata was supposed to be shadow boxing. If you don't know where the other guy is, you're just wasting time and movement. This book, unfortunately, for the world of karate, and I'm sure they're absolutely heartbroken by it, this book actually put me off it. So I don't know if that's a good thing to say or not, but I was really heavily into the idea of doing it, and then I read this book. It's pretty straightforward in terms of karate. It's straightforward, basically written. So I think this very much falls into the category of the Aikido book I reviewed. As an introduction to Shotokan Karate, this is a pretty decent book. As a book on self-defense, I suppose you could throw it at the guy, distract him while he runs away. For self-defense purposes, you could maybe, the old Lee Morrison newspaper trick of you put it in front of the guy's face and go bang. So this comes up and you hit the guy so it blinds him before you smack him. Other than that, I don't rate it very highly. For a self-defense based library, I would avoid it. This is one you can live without.